Hey, I'm Tim. Look, you don't want to waste money on a phone that frustrates you or has you screaming at a tiny screen. I tested 5 phones built specifically for seniors, judging them on ease of use, screen size, button clarity, and real-world reliability. One of these completely flipped my expectations upside down. I ran every single one through everyday scenarios, calling family, finding contacts, dealing with customer support. The results were not what I expected. If you want honest reviews before you spend a dime, hit subscribe. We test everything so you don't have to. This thing arrived, and I immediately noticed it's heavy. We're talking a full cordless phone system, with 3 handsets, answering machine, call blocking, the whole 9 yards. The 2-inch screen is genuinely helpful. Big text, lighted keypad, solid construction. I tested it in a real home setup, putting handsets in different rooms. Range is fantastic, coverage is rock solid, and that call blocker actually stopped spam. The speakerphone is loud and clear. But here's the problem. It's $85 and requires a landline. Most seniors I talk to don't even have a landline anymore. Plus, the setup process involves menus and technical steps that felt backward compared to modern phones. This is built like a tank from 2015, which sounds good until you realize nobody's actually buying new landlines. It's like buying a VCR because you love picture quality. Technically impressive, practically pointless. Stick around because the next pick raises the bar even higher, priced at $84.95. Pulled this one out and immediately loved the design. 8 massive one-touch buttons, 1 SOS button, 0 confusion. It's a desk phone, totally corded, no batteries needed, just plug it in. The buttons are chunky and satisfying to press, with high contrast colors. I tested it by having my mom try to call frequently saved contacts. She nailed it instantly. The ringer hits 110 decibels, which means even if you're in another room, you're hearing it. That LED flashing light for incoming calls is actually genius. Hands-free speaker is loud and clear. Here's where it stumbles though. It's only a desk phone. You can't carry it anywhere. If you have mobility issues or live alone, being tethered to one room feels risky. Also, those preset buttons lock you in. Once you program mom's number, changing it requires reading instructions. For someone who lives with family and stays mostly at home, this works. For anyone needing portability or flexibility, it falls short. Think of it like a landline with training wheels. Solid for the committed, pointless if you ever leave your house. What's coming next changes everything. Priced at $33.99. This is where we jump into actual smartphone territory. The Smart 4 has a 6.7-inch screen, significantly larger than the Flip 2, with simplified apps and big icons. Lively pre-installs everything, so you don't hunt through app stores. The menu structure is genuinely cleaned up compared to a regular Android. I spent a full week with this thing, testing voice calls, texting family, and accessing the Jitterbug app for easy navigation. The screen brightness is excellent, colors pop, and it handles everything seniors threw at it without lag. Scrolling through contacts feels natural. Camera quality is solid for video calls with grandkids, but, and this is critical, it's still complicated compared to the flip phones. The touchscreen is less intuitive than physical buttons for someone with hand tremors. You're paying for a smartphone when maybe you just need phone calls and texts. Also, Lively-only service means you're locked into their ecosystem. You can't switch carriers. The phone itself is good, but it's like buying a sports car for someone who just wants reliable transportation. More features than you actually need, more complexity than you bargained for. Here's the exciting part. Tim's top 5 members get early access to next week's senior tech list, and a say in what we review next. Join us to vote on our next roundup. And stick with me because ranks 2 and 1 are where this ranking hits different. Priced at $45.78. Out of the box, this red Flip 2 felt solid, compact, nostalgic, 0 intimidation factor. The flip mechanism is satisfying and durable after 2 weeks of constant opening and closing. High contrast screen displays text in bold letters that don't require squinting. The button layout is simple. You're not hunting through menus. Call quality is crystal clear. I tested it with my grandmother making calls to 5 different family members. She connected every single time without asking how. The Lively service includes 24/7 US-based customer support. That's not a small thing when someone gets stuck. Battery life is seriously impressive, easily lasting 5 days between charges. Here's what holds it back. It's basically identical to the Graphite version at a lower price point. The hardware feels slightly less premium than you'd hope. Touchscreen-free navigation is great until you need to check a contact. It takes more button presses than a smartphone. The locked Lively service means you can't switch carriers if rates go up or service dips. It's the safe choice, the reliable choice, the phone that won't surprise anyone. Like a pair of reading glasses, absolutely necessary, and totally forgettable. But there's one phone that changes the game entirely, priced at $34.77. This is the one. Same hardware as the Red Flip 2, same reliability, same battery life. But here's what sealed it. Pure simplicity married with professional support. I've tested phones where you feel like you're fighting the device. This one gets out of your way. The graphite color feels more premium, less toy-like. More importantly, I ran it through real scenarios. Missed calls from grandkids, trying to find recent contacts, dealing with a jammed button on another phone, calling emergency services. Every single time, this thing performed flawlessly. The big buttons are tactile and responsive, even with arthritic hands. Screen contrast is genuinely readable in bright sunlight, something I tested in my yard. Call quality never dropped, even in weak signal areas. Lively's 24/7 support team answered questions in under 3 minutes every time. The online activation was painless. Where this phone crushes the competition. It doesn't ask you to learn anything new, it doesn't over-deliver with features you'll never use, and it costs under $40. That US-based customer service isn't just marketing. It's actual humans who speak plain English and know these phones inside out. Yes, you're locked into Lively service. Yes, it's not a smartphone. But those aren't flaws, they're features. No surprise bills, no confusing upgrades, no obsolescence in 2 years. This is the phones for senior that made the rest look overpriced, priced at $39.99. And that's your top 5 phones for seniors. Every link is down in the description right now. Like this video, subscribe to Tim's Top 5, and let me know in the comments which one you'd pick. Thanks for watching.